Hello everyone. This reading is for all of us who is now currently going through the challenge of standing up for ourselves. My intention for this reading is to find out what we can do to handle and but stand firm for our boundaries with all the grace that is needed. And where might we be needing to face, or where we be needing to speak up for ourselves. And I hope you can stay until the end of this video, because in that way you're helping me as well, as I am also going through some battles of my own. Let's get started. I'm going to start with, let's see. So I'm going to start with the soul truth first. Let's see the question that our soul wants us to ask and speak up on. This is the truth that our soul wants to shout, say. Because from the reading the other day, yesterday, there was the card of protest. And so what are we protesting about? How can I be more kind to myself and offer more grace in this very moment? Didn't I just say grace as well? Growing our self-love is medicine to this world's broken heart. When you heal, we all heal. When you give yourself more grace, you are able to give the world more grace. Look at yourself with the grace filter. You are meant to be in this moment of your life. Release the inner critic and fill in that hole with your soul's truth, and that you are infinite, you are love, and you are already there. If you are actually going through challenges with systems that try to break you down, that try to exploit you, I think it's also calling on you right now to treat yourself with the grace and compassion. That imagine if yourself is an inner child. So if that child, treat yourself with the compassion and grace that a child would require. Let's do an abundance prayer for this. This is usually the answer to our soul truths question. And this is our work in order for us to release limiting beliefs about our own worth, about our own limits as well, and what we should and should not accept. Non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. It's really nice because it's not leaning into the often thought of concept of being binary, like the binary systems that are in our world. You see, it's either you're good, you're bad, you're dark, you're light, you're shadow, you're light. But the thing is, those things that are opposite are actually, they work in tandem. They coexist for a reason. And change. When the ego finally sees the other madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. What I'm seeing here is the madness of trying to control everything. I don't think you're trying to hold on to things that, are bad for you. But it's just saying that you've been trying to keep it together so much at the expense of your own self, at the expense of who you are, of who your authentic self is, of who you are as a human, at the expense of your rights as a human being, and at the expense of your divine rights as a human being. And that is utter madness, because when you start to see that, that's when you can make the decision to pivot away from this limiting belief. You will see how mad it is, how crazy it is for you to stay in situations that are no longer serving you. And you might be trying to keep it together, but it's also saying you need to release that in order for something else to come into your hands, something better to come into your hands. Let's see with the cards. Let's clarify all of the situation. And This goes out, by the way, for all the people who have been screwed over by systems, by things that are beyond our control. Because, to be honest, we didn't know any better, and we didn't know any better. We didn't know that we deserve better, and so we accept less than what we deserve. Right now, for sure, there is a stress right now. The headache, pressure, lack of sleep. You're overthinking. You might not be able to sleep at night. You might be worrying about a certain situation, basically, like that is encroaching upon your boundaries, upon your rights as a human being. But here it's saying that you are preparing. You are ready. Yesterday, the ease card from this particular deck also came out, and then it says like, I'm ready for ease, I'm ready for ease, and I'm ready to let ease flow into my life. And that's the prompt. That's the arrangement. What was it? Arrangement. So you will come to a good arrangement because you are now taking the steps. You are now taking the steps towards actually addressing the things that need to change. You are awakened now. You are aware now. On top of the deck again as well, because this is catching my eye. Delusion, intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Next, you have luck, jackpot, fortune, reward. This is a sign. This is a sign that you are going to be rewarded for what it is that you are trying to rebel against, protest against, trying to claim, reclaim, because you will get what is due to you. Now, you might also be gonna win the lottery or something like that. Something of good luck, something of a positive change is going to come in because you are now ready and willing to no longer hold within yourself stress, pain, trauma that is not yours to carry. And this is what I said yesterday with the blessings as well. There's good fortune coming in for a lot of us, and that is the luck. And I would bet there is some monetary compensation that is coming in for a lot of us in the collective. By standing up for ourselves, there is a monetary, material compensation that is going to come to us. If that is not what is your imagination, it can also be, for example, your rights being upheld, something will work out in your favor. That is what I am feeling like. And let's see, just to clarify as well, although we already talked about it, what shadow is fueling this, what is hidden from us that we need to illuminate. Lack of awareness, missed chances, and unseen risk. Seek facts and stay open-minded. Journey inward. The path to enlightenment starts within your introspection growth. But it's funny because it's the same person, right? And with the lack of awareness, now you are seeking facts. You are seeking the information that is necessary for you to be able to address certain things in your life that is unfair, that has been feeling unfair, that has been encroaching upon your boundaries. And with that interchange within you, you are now being enlightened as to what is the things that you deserve, to what are the things that you deserve. And you are going to climb that mountain, and that means that success is going to come. Now let's close out this reading with an angel cards. So let's see what the angels have for you as a final message. Let's see. 6666. Great blessings. This was a card that I pulled for myself yesterday. And I think I also mentioned it at another reading. This is what is coming for all of us in the collective. 6666. Great blessings, self-love, boundaries, needs, good vibes, wisdom. Shout out to Lifelight wisdom, understanding, and letting go. Nurture yourself, your needs, desires, and boundaries. Let go of things that are weighing you down. Make space for something meaningful and expand your spirit to all areas of your life. That big love opportunity or job needs to squeeze in somewhere. Isn't that what I said? You need to let go of the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are actually hurting you, the things that are not meant for you to hold, because that will make space for bigger and better things to come into your life. And that is how you can be more kind to yourself and offer yourself more grace and forgiveness in this very moment. I would just like to invite you to please comment down below if you resonated with this reading. Please leave an emoji, leave the word grace, comment the word grace if this resonated with you, and this will help me as well. Save this as well for future you, and anytime that your spirit is getting lost or confused about your own self-worth and self-value, save this for later when your boundaries are being tested and when your boundaries are being encroached upon. So save this as a reminder. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.